Hello and welcome to Sydney Motorsport Park, where you join us for qualifying. It's a Friday night session for the Saturday night race tomorrow night, where we've just seen George Russell start his first qualifying lap. Currently, the other two championship contenders, Norris in 7th and Behrman in 8th place. So it's just George Russell now to set lap time and to Stroll as Leclerc. But we're watching George Russell. He's the championship contenders. Remember the top three after Russell and Norris came together on the second lap last week in New Zealand. They are all level on 143 points after that 4th place from Oliver Behrman. So Russell is about halfway through the lap now, going through the north part of the track. Not very lit up round here, but I mean, it's fine, they're managing it. Going round the final few corners now, he's got 3 more to go after this one. A flat out right-hander before a left-hander, you've got to brake as soon as you finish this one. And then you got one more left-hander as well to go through, and it's quite a long one. He's got to brake on the white curb. He misses the apex a little bit as Russell. That could have put his lap off, but we'll see where he goes. Will he go nearer his championship contenders? Will he go ahead of them? He'll probably have one more lap to do after this one. Where does he go? He goes 4th. So it's a good lap from Russell. It's not quite fastest, but he goes 4th place. So behind, he goes down to 5th place as Leclerc just set another lap. So it's 5th for Russell. Behrman's down in 11th place. Stroll just went 10th. And Norris is in 8th place as well. Carlos Sainz qualifying not too badly. He's the only car currently not on track. I'm not sure why that is. The driver that normally has the poor qualifying sessions, he's currently in 9th place. Not too bad from him. We've got Norris and Behrman. Behrman about to set another lap. Where's this one going to put him? He's set quite a few laps and he's only managed 11th so far. So we'll have to see. He's currently, by the way, the championship leader on countback. Because the second place he has, and he doesn't. He stays 11th place. I don't think Behrman's going to be able to improve. His tyres are probably gone. If anything, it'll be George Russell who improves. Where's Norris currently? He's at the top of the track. Russell is, I think, about to go round the final few corners now. No, yeah, he is. He's going through the final few corners now. Can he improve on his 5th place? He's on less than a 10th off a pole position. That's all he needs to improve is 1/10 of a second, and he will be on pole for the Sydney SuperNight. And how does he do? He stays 5th. It's not good enough. He'll have one more lap to do if he wants a chance on pole. Norris now about to cross the line. He has one more corner to go. How's he going to do? I don't think he'll improve, though. He's got 2 cars ahead of him. He's not going to get a slipstream or anything, which would be so important. If he had a slipstream, then no, it's not going to be enough. So I think it will be Max Verstappen on pole position, with Zane Maloney in 2nd place. He got pole position at the for the sprint race in Bahrain. Of course, won the Argentine Grand Prix. Missed the previous 2 rounds since that race win due to Formula E commitments or Formula E like getting ready basically. Of course, he missed the Brazilian Grand Prix and the New Zealand Grand Prix. But he's back for one last dance. If he races in Formula E, who knows? Of course, he did his first. I mean, that's not what I meant to say. Of course, he is racing in Formula E. He did the first round in Sao Paulo last week. I'm not going to spoil how that went. Of course, he is racing next year, so won't be able to do a full-time F1 season. Can do mostly full-time / part-time next year, of course, for Sauber. If he does stay on, though, Gabriel Bortoleto is very much likely going to replace at least one of the two. No, I mean one of the two, not at least one of the two. It is looking like it'd be Teo Porcher, though, who's currently down in 18th place. Wildcard this weekend, by the way, Brock Feeney. Aston Martin did sign a thing with Supercar saying the champion would drive for them. They then approached Brock Feeney, finished 3rd. And you might be thinking, why on earth that happened? Well, Supercars decided to do a very good idea and do what NASCAR did, or currently do, the playoff system. Obviously didn't work. And Brock Feeney, of course, 2 weeks ago in Adelaide, got robbed of a championship. It was Charles Mostert who ended up winning it, not Brock Feeney, but Aston Martin picked Brock Feeney as their wildcard driver anyway. I'm sure Supercars will be very happy with that. So was Charles Mostert, but I mean, if it was a regular season, Feeney would have won it on the Friday race. So yeah, not really a problem, is it? Anyway, I think qualifying is actually over. Are we done? Yeah, we're well overdone. I think this could be one last lap for everyone though. They know Norris is done. Is Russell done? About to cross the finish line, and he stays 5th. So I think he must have just made the checkered flag, and then Behrman as well. He'll be he's done. So Behrman 11th. That is your positions for the championship finale. Remember, Pierre Gasly is also technically in championship contention. He is on 124 points. No, 224 points. 124 points, that's right. So, he will be distantly a championship contender, but I think unless the top three crash into each other and he wins, it won't be very likely, as Behrman stays out for some reason. Not sure about that, but yeah, let's go through your grid then. As I said, the wildcard driver Brock Feeney has got single-seater experience, supercar driver. Of course, he took part in a few rounds. Wait, was it just? I think it was just the New Zealand Grand Prix he did last year. But no, at the start of this year actually it was. Of course, he got qualified on pole for that one, but the race ended up going to his supercars teammate for that race, Will Brown. Then we got Albon and Vesti, the two Williams right at the back as well. Huge shock from that, considering how well Vesti's been doing. Half a tenth separates these lot. That's a huge gap. No, it's actually more 4/10 actually, but still a huge gap. Of course, Vesti crashed out at the New Zealand Grand Prix. Albon finished in 8th place, had a big crash with Lance Stroll across the finish line. Stroll ended up finishing the race sideways, then Albon got a penalty which forced him down to 9th place. Then we got Vesti in, oh, I said that. Porsche in 18th, the man who finished 2nd last week, so huge shock from him in what could be his last start in Formula 1. Jack Doolan in 17th place, was a championship contender at one point, but then since the British Grand Prix that put him in championship contention, fell off completely, and now of course he's eliminated. Liam Lawson, the man who got pole last week in New Zealand, the man who won his home Grand Prix. Actually, I didn't even clock this when I was commentating on it. It's V-Cub's first ever win in Formula 1. Their last win was with Nick De Vries at the British Grand Prix when they were at Alpha Tauri. So it's well over a year since their last win. Over 2 years since their last win in Formula 1. So good on them. Because of course Lawson, their last win was Liam Lawson. It would have been 2 years, roughly 2 years. Just over 2 years. The last one was at Liam Lawson at the Brazilian Grand Prix, of course. Then he won as well for Red Bull. Top yapping, Antonelli in 15th place, Ocon 14th, Tsunoda 13th, so his championship was over last week. Drogovic 12th, not bad from him. Behrman, of course, he missed the last race as well for former recommitments. Behrman in 11th, the lowest of the championship contenders. Stroll 10th, Sainz 9th, a decent session for him. Norris in 8th place, Piastri 7th, of course, another championship contender with Norris. Gasly 6th, as I said before, distant contender. Russell, your highest of the championship contenders, trying to get redemption on that 2023 season that he started so well, but just fell off towards the end of the season. That championship ended up going to Charles Leclerc, man in 4th place. Lewis Hamilton in what could be his final Grand Prix in Formula 1. Of course, he retired at the end of 2023, missed 2024, then came back for one last year in Ferrari. He could be being replaced by Oliver Behrman, the man we're currently on board with. Why is he still on track? I don't get this. No laps have actually been counted. But, yeah, Hamilton could be his last race in Formula 1, so a win could be good for him. A nice send-off. Zane Maloney in 2nd place. Good qualifying from the Sauber driver, the Barbadian. And then, of course, your pole sitter is Max Verstappen. So let's go watch a pole lap from the Dutchman. It would be this lap here, his first one. So let's go. Oh, no. It's a bit too far back. Where are we? There we go. About to start your pole lap, or Max Verstappen's pole lap for the Sydney SuperNight. To go round the final corner towards turn 1. Down the Brabham Straight, flat out left-hander. This will be a good one going into turn 1 for the Grand Prix. Then turn 2, it's a just over 180 degree left-hander, very long one indeed. Much different to turn 1. Keep turning left, keep turning even more left, 180 degrees. Then we've got a flat out right-hander, turn 3 before turn 4. This is where Feeney and Waters came together in the Sydney 500 race 2 earlier on this year. And then turn 5, it's the Broxo 5. And then towards turn 6, this little kind of square section of track, if you count it, kind of, I guess. Then turn 7, an almost flat out left-hander, bit of brake, and then back round it. And then turn 8, this is a 180 degree right-hander, long, slow it down, hit the curb, that's actually hit the curb, go on the white curb though, and then we've got a flat out through turn 9, before, as soon as you finish it, it's brake for turn 10, lift halfway through the corner, turn 10, then 11 as well. Around the final corner he goes, and back down the Brabham Straight, and that is a lap of from Max Verstappen. His pole lap for the Sydney SuperNight is a 1:09.35. We'll be back tomorrow. It's 11 AM UK time, lights out, so we'll see you for that one.